I'm going to realize I read per serving in a whisper.
Per serving?
Yeah, you read something that's like new low calorie, 45 calories, and then at the very bottom in teeny tiny little letters.
Oh, like when it's like teeny tiny letters, you read it smaller.
45 calories.
You read
per
it
serving.
Did you realize that you read it smaller? Like, of course you're reading it smaller letters. They use you put it's the affliction of like it's like if when you read something with like if it's like different fonts, you kind of have like a weird twist another way, like
but yeah, that's like I got grape juice the other day and it was like, oh, only 45 calories, and that's on the very bottom, teeny tiny letters, per serving. And I looked and I was like, oh,
established 1969.
Per serving is like 2 tablespoons, you know. Like,
oh, Jesus.
No, I'm kidding. That's being dramatic, but
yeah, it's usually like a serving on one of those like 8 fluid ounces or something.
I actually don't know how it works.
I mean, well,
because it depends on.
Yeah, I think 8 fluid ounces is like a common serving.
Because it's a cup.
Serving size 1 can. Okay, never mind.
Well, how many ounces is that?
Oh, it's 8.4.
So it's a cup. It's a little more than a cup.
Yeah. So generally, like a serving size of something is a cup. Okay. Is 8 fluid ounces for
if it's a fluid.
It's a fluid. I'll give you some fucking fluids. Okay, take us in, man.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
Yay, we can do it together again. Hey everybody!
Hello.
We're back.
Yeah.
I'm back. I should say I'm back. I'm back in the studio.
And I'm not a robot.
No, and it doesn't sound like you're. Well, you sounded more like you were talking into a funnel.
I was sitting in the bathroom the entire time.
Tommy was talking into a funnel.
Bane.
Is that kind of like? Now you have my permission to cry.
Now you have my permission to cry.
There we go. Which one of these holes do you smell out of?
Guy that breathes through a crab.
Bad, no baths. You can take a shower without wasting the water. Whatever you. God. Okay, we could just go on Badman.
I fight crime in a rubber suit. Really seals in the flavor.
I gotta go in and out all day, man.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Hand me my fucking kid.
Hand me my kid, dipshit.
That's right. Hey, yeah, so we're recording something. We should, instead of just being in our own little world...
just do Badman quotes for the next hour.
We could easily... And, I wonder how many people would actually... Would we lose fans?
Yeah.
Whatever fans we have.
But then some people would literally like it. I think majority wouldn't, and then a few would be like, oh,
hey,
yeah.
You're wearing a Batman shirt, and I'm wearing my Loud Spider-Man shirt.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and I'm wearing my Loud Batman shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Got that on recording again. So yeah, welcome back.
Yeah. The isolation was. Well, I mean, I was still working, but I actually there was a moment when I was. Again, I'm a little hungover today, and there was a moment I was lying in bed. I'm like, I wonder if you would just be down to do one more remote recording.
I could, yeah. But now that we know how to do it, we can make that work.
I mean, it's definitely like if one of us is traveling. Probably a thing to do if it comes to a case, or maybe like we double up on a week or something. We'll figure that out. Mm-hmm. But it definitely, now that we have that, we know that we have the power.
We have the technology
for the six. What is this? No, you never watched The $6 Billion Man, did you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, never mind. That joke landed flat.
I know. I mean, I know.
Well, I was going to go into the joke. Oh man. Okay, that Red Bull's actually hitting me good right now.
Have some water.
I'm drinking water too.
So what do you want to talk about today?
Where are my notes? Well, I mean, dude, actually, I want to bring up how awesome the Weeknd's Super Bowl show was.
That was terrifyingly cool.
It was and it also gave us a lot of awesome memes. Have you seen
Oh yeah, I saw one, and it's him in the gold room.
Oh yeah,
like looking, singing into the camera, but then it's cutting to the camera guy who's like being jerked around. He's like, dude, chill.
It's expensive. It's expensive.
That was you just hear because also the music is way louder than the camera, like how the camera guy would be.
Yeah.
So you just hear him very quietly in the background. Fucking God damn it, chill,
dude, yeah.
chill out.
I think it was some of my favorite ones was him walking into the gold room, and how he a week he was like it looked like he's searching really hard. It's like me searching for my mom when I get lost at the grocery store, or
Oh yeah.
a 10-year-old me at the grocery store looking for my mom. And then like when he was doing the whole like grabbing thing, it was like what my microwave sees.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I thought it was really rad. I liked that. When we were watching, I was talking to them. I was like, I kind of miss when musicians used to do the make a persona thing.
Yeah,
like David Bowie and Ziggy Stardust, and
Yeah.
I really liked that he made a character and then incorporated it
yeah.
into the show. And I was just, I just really miss when people did that.
I mean, I don't think I mean, Lady Gaga kind of does a lot of stuff like that. I mean, it's very far and few between. I mean.
No, but like Lady Gaga is Lady Gaga. I mean, like David Bowie is Ziggy Stardust. I mean, like an entirely different, and then do an album based on.
I feel like her whole Lady Gaga's in like beginning of her career through what was it, Monster? But no, what was, I can't remember. Her first two albums kind of like tie in together and like into a big persona character that she was creating or that she was showing people. I mean. It was definitely the Lady Gaga performer and then Stephanie the person, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But,
No, the Weeknd.
Yeah. When they all came on, all the dancers came on wearing the same outfit. I thought that was absolutely terrifying.
Oh, dude, yeah. All those dancers and the masks they were wearing. Did you see there was another meme. I think maybe I did. No, I think I shared it with you. No, I don't think I did. But it's like because they all are wearing like kind of like the same suit as him, and then they have like that mask on. They all look like his henchmen, and then it's like him holding the microphone. Is like Gotham City. You have 24 hours to turn in the Batman. It's like
he's a supervillain.
Yeah, like he's a supervillain. Like it's like all of his henchmen look exactly the same, kind of dressed like him, but it's just like he's a little more eccentric one. I was like, this is gold. This is perfect.
Michelle and I were sitting next to each other, and she's like, that's really terrifying. I was like, yeah. And then one of us was like, just one. I said, just one wrong move. And she just goes, and they'll fucking tear you apart. Because it was like so zombie.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something so awesomely unnerving about it.
Well, it was like the choreography was amazing.
Oh, yeah. It was cool.
Like how they were able to like the steps, the counts, and like for like, because they were really like off. They were not syncopated, and then they would like all of a sudden line up perfectly. And it was like, yeah, it was chilling with that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Also, I didn't realize how long The Weeknd has been around, like, and how big of a like discography he really has.
I had the same thing. I didn't realize how much I liked The Weeknd until I heard all those bits of his songs put together, and I was like, I went, man, this guy has some fire songs.
Like, it's so funny. Bert discovered The Weeknd essentially watching at the Super Bowl.
What do you mean?
Bert didn't know who The Weeknd was.
How do you not know who
No, exactly. They were like Warren Sapp and Tom were making fun of him, but like Bert's like, oh, I know this song too. Oh, I know this is the what? And like Bert's like, oh, I love this. Have you guys heard? Who's this guy? Just like he totally just thought they just like. Because of the pandemic, just like got some random rando to do the Super Bowl halftime show. It's like, no, dude. They got like one of the hottest stars of the world to perform at the Super Bowl.
And they made one of the coolest Super Bowl shows.
Yeah.
What was last year's?
Last year's was Shakira, J-Lo.
That was a good one,
it was
too.
like
That was a good one too.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't know. This year's last year was a lot more about the performers, like I don't know. Like it wasn't as showy, you know.
Yeah, this was way more like
it was more of a spectacle.
Yeah. That's the good word for it.
Yeah,
but it was cool.
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't like that they were walking on the field. Actually, that's the thing that always kind of bothers me. Was like when they start bothering the football field, because that means like there's people that have to like run on and have like 5 minutes to try to like clean and get the field prepared and ready again for the football players. And that can affect like their gameplay. But that's just me. And also probably a lot of other football fans.
Yeah, but not me.
You're just like, I don't care. March up and down the field.
It was cool.
But yeah. So there was that.
There was that. But yeah, no, it was also we were kind of like talking about how I dig his his look.
Like the red. Like,
he's a very masculine, but then he's wearing the sequins, and he's got, I don't know, there's something about his entire like wardrobe that I was like, only few people can rock this kind of look, and you're like fucking killing it.
It's almost Prince-esque.
I was thinking
like
Michael Jackson-esque.
I could see that. I was gonna say more modern though.
Yeah, like a more modern Michael. But Prince too, though.
Yeah,
Prince had that weird ability.
I mean, he's probably very dude. The guy can sing like Michael Jackson, like almost spot on. It's crazy.
Yeah, he does that Dirty Diana cover, DD. It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, there's just I don't know. It was just like get it because even his shoes, he was wearing those black white wing tipped.
Oh, his dress. I just know them as dress shoes, but like the shoes,
shoes he was wearing.
Yeah,
and with the black pants and the sequins red. I was just like in the black gloves. I was like, yeah, dude, do it. Good for you. Look good.
It was a great show, and like his music is just awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how old is he?
I think he's in his mid to late 30s. I want to say. I don't know. Look it up real quick. I'm trying to remember his real name. Like it's like it begins with an A. I want to say. His name, yeah.
Abel.
Abel, thank you.
Yeah, and he was born in 1990.
1990.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! So
he's like 30.
Wow, he's right in between us.
Yeah, he's like 30. Huh.
Talented dude.
Abel.
Can't wait to see one more. Apparently, he has like a greatest hits album coming out. Like that's gonna be his next album. It's just gonna be a greatest hits album. Like
he's got a lot of hits.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. I think the first one I heard was Starboy. Because Mikey used to sing it all the time.
Yeah, that was when we were watching. We thought of Mikey too because there was one time we were downtown and we heard. Oh
yeah, he was singing it, wasn't he?
Yeah, we just heard Mikey's voice echoing through downtown Seattle, and we're like, "What the fuck is that?" It sounds like Mikey, and then we remembered that we did that karaoke to go thing.
The karaoke out at the in the downtown air.
The Westfield or Westlake.
Westlake,
yeah. Then at Westlake, and we followed his voice through downtown until we found him. She goes, "Oh, this makes me think of Mikey," and I was like, and she reminded me of that.
Yeah,
that was fun.
So yeah, what about you? Anything new? What's new with you? I got a couple more things, but like, let's go back and forth.
Going back to stick with music, I kind of discovered something kind of winky dinky crazy weird that I didn't know.
Oh,
Sir Christopher Lee.
Okay. Yeah.
Did heavy metal music. Did you know that?
I feel like I've heard that before, but it definitely doesn't surprise me.
Sauron.
Yeah.
From Lord of the Rings.
Was a metalhead.
Did heavy metal, including a Christmas heavy metal album.
That is awesome. Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's seriously,
it's metal.
Yeah, well, no, I like metal, but it's like he's just got a really.
Is he like singing, screaming and stuff?
He's singing, yeah.
Oh, so is he the front man or is he
singing and doing guitar? And it's always the albums are always called Charlemagne and like The Blood and the Omen or
so his band name is Charlemagne.
Yeah. And it's just think of Sauron doing that spell on the mountain to make that thing that he does.
Yeah.
Think of that, but with like shredding heavy metal music in the background.
Is he more of a singer or is he more of like a screamer?
More of like a singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it more like it's more like the singer? It's like singer metal, not like
yeah. It's like it's singing metal.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was like I was in my head. I was like, I can't really. That's pretty metal. Sauron singing metal's pretty metal.
I wonder if he has any Lord of the Rings songs.
I don't know, because like I said, they're all medieval Charlemagne and
very
the blood of the sword and stuff
it's
like that.
It's so weird.
You know?
Metal has such a weird like. You have like your death metal fans that are just where it's like Satan and whatever. I mean, I'm very much like can't like grouping stuff and whatnot. But there's also this whole like there's like this weird like mythic like Dungeons and Dragons and like fantasy element to a lot of metal as well, which I find so interesting that there's like this weird spectrum of what metal is exists in, you know.
Yeah, a lot of it could be like about like death and stuff like that, but then it can also jump into death still, but the epic knight that's slaying, you know, slaying.
It's like I think of like a Metalocalypse with the song Thunder Horse.
Oh yeah. Or even what's his name? Yeah, it'll come back to me. But I just wanted so Christopher Lee has a few like I said, Christmas albums, but it's like
they're metal Christmas albums.
Yeah, but it's just like him sitting on a chair and like a black turtleneck smiling at the camera and like leaning on his legs is like a metal guitar. You know what I mean? Like with the
like an axe.
Yeah, like an axe. You know, he's sitting there and it's like his grandpa in a turtleneck just hello. With this fucking, and then you listen to it and it's like it's like little drummer. It's like little drummer boy or Silent Night or something. I just thought that was so fucking random but really cool. So I just wanted to bring that up.
That's awesome.
Since we were talking about music, I was like, Sir Christopher Lee did metal music.
That is awesome. When did he pass away? He passed away like 10 years ago?
I just looked it up. I can't remember. Yeah, it was. Let me just see.
And he played Dracula in he played the remake. Yeah, of course he played the remake Dracula. He didn't play the original Dracula. Or did he play the original Dracula? Did he play the original Dracula? He's played Dracula.
He's played Dracula.
He's not the original Dracula.
No, that's Bela Lugosi.
Oh.
You're talking about the black and white one? Yeah. Oh, he died in 2015.
Okay, so 6 years ago.
He was 6'5".
Yeah, he was a tall dude. He was a tall dude.
I didn't realize he was that because I mean he always looks tall. I just never realized. I was like, oh, he's pretty.
How tall is Ian McKellen? Because I mean he like kind of. I mean you could tell that he kind of like towered over Ian McKellen, but I think Ian McKellen's like 6'2" or 6'1", or is he 5'10"?
He's 5'11".
He's 5'11".
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, he seems like as Magneto and Gandalf.
Yeah.
He seems well. Also, he's around hobbits. That as I was saying it, I was like. That entire movie, he's on miniature sets for the hobbits, right? Okay.
No, they did the perspective thing.
Yeah, I know, but he's always hitting his head, so it's like, of course he seems tall.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because then if you see him standing next to like Aragorn, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think Aragorn's a little bit taller.
Is he?
I think so.
How tall is Viggo Mortensen?
Well, Tommy and Jacobs, how tall are actors? Podcast.
This is actually okay. This is like literally, if you ever walked by us sitting like when we just sit out and drink.
Oh, they're the same height.
They're the same height.
Yeah.
If you ever just walked by us as we're like sitting on like the patio of the bar that we drink at, this is what you would hear us talking about. It's like, what? How tall is this guy? How tall is this actor? What's the age of this actor? Who are they married to? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So he was the tallest one. I mean, I guess Saruman was the tallest one.
All right, let's get off this.
Get it? Because he's a tower.
Oh God.
Any winkle.
Do you have anything? Do you have another? Wow, we went down a rabbit hole there. That went from metal music to how tall are these actors?
It's a Super Bowl show. That was a journey. I do have a game.
Oh.
That I read it on like Twitter or something, so I can't credit the person that initially put the tweet.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought it was really funny. They said pick one movie.
Okay.
Then picked an actor from that movie.
Okay.
That actor is the only one that's going to remain human.
And everyone else are Muppets.
Everyone else is a Muppet.
I've seen that multiple times, actually.
I saw it for the first time today, and I was like, I already got mine. Do you have one?
What's your movie?
The Departed.
Oh, my God.
And the only one you keep human is Jack Nicholson. Because Jack Nicholson being violently scary to like Kermit the Frog would be the funniest thing on the face of the planet.
Oh my God!
You got this fucking conniving rat, and just Kermit.
You know what's funny? You totally interpreted that in a different way than I did, because I never thought of it as like the Muppets being in it. I thought it was like everyone just else is a Muppet.
Oh, it's like a puppet.
Yeah, like a puppet of them. You know.
I was thinking like the Muppets.
Oh, wow. That makes it completely different because I was going to say Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger's the only one that's real. I don't know why that my brain went there. I don't. I was always
That would
thinking
work.
of horror movies though.
Oh yeah, I was trying to think of a
But
very
like The Departed, that's a really good one.
a very violent drama.
Yeah.
Oh God, History of Violence. Speaking of Viggo Mortensen, he's just ruining. He's ripping him apart. No, because since you would have them playing the same characters.
Yeah. So you're thinking like how like A Christmas Carol was cast with the Muppets as the characters.
Yeah.
So it's the Muppets playing the characters of the movie,
but it's still rated R.
Yeah.
It's
So-
still the same plot.
So then who would like, okay, so if that's the thing, let's go down this Departed rabbit hole. I really like this because I think The Departed might be one of the best choices I've ever heard for this.
Thank you.
If you have Jack Nicholson staying Jack Nicholson, then who's cast as Leo's character and who's cast as Matt Damon's character?
Well, Mr. French is Fonzie.
Okay.
All right, like I think that's has to be like Fonzie walking up with a severed hand. Like I think it's nice that you asked him what hand he jerked off with. And gives him the hand, you know.
Like it's like so. I feel like
Kermit would be Damon.
Yeah, I feel like Kermit would be Damon and Gonzo would be Leo.
Yeah.
But that's kind of weird because then like
Gonzo drinking cranberry juice and then beating up, smashing over their head.
what you drinking? Cranberry juice. What
Oh,
you,
no.
you on your period?
Or if
Waka
you-
waka waka.
If you want to make it, what if you made Rizzo the rat Damon, and then the joke is Jack Nicholson's looking for a rat? No, then Leo is Rizzo.
Oh, actually no, yeah, no, that yeah. If Leo's the rat,
Make him
it's
Rizzo.
Rizzo. Oh, and then that would be kind of like then just make Gonzo Damon. Because you know how Rizzo
Yeah.
and Gonzo have like their friendship thing. So I mean,
Or you could make Wahlberg Wahlberg, because they're kind of end up being allies, but they
No.
argue.
I feel like Wahlberg would be Animal.
But he needs to talk though.
No. You know how
Actually, that'd be really vicious. Like, yeah, but like have them all set up to like match the lines of Wahlberg. You know, like the same way I treat feds is how I treat mushrooms.
yeah.
Feed them shit and keep them in the dark. But this animal just going animal, and then walking out.
Or you could flip it and have it be a little more comedic and have Wahlberg's character be Beaker and Martin Sheen's character be the other scientist, like the nice scientist, because
the bald one,
yeah,
the glasses.
because they're always like in tandem in the movie more
Yeah.
or less. So then like Beaker just like all timid.
Oh my
And then calm down.
Yeah, this is fun. I like this game.
Man.
We should just do this every now and then.
Yeah.
If you think of a good one.
Yeah,
This will just be a game that we'll bring back.
Oh wow.
But I really, the reason I thought of this one was because I was just imagining that scene in when Jack Nicholson's talking about the conniving fucking
Yeah.
rat. And then I just saw Kermit sitting there like with that sunken face that he does. That, like shaking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would watch the living hell out of that. That'd be funny.
And also, that makes me think of like the usual, like what if it like the usual suspects, but the only human is actually the cop interrogating everybody, or interrogating.
Oh, that would be funny. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. Who would play Benicio? Pepe the Shrimp.
Oh, dude. Yes. Oh man.
Hand me the keys, cock and motherfucker. Okay. This is a fun game. Usual Suspects. That's a good one.
I like the I think you're really on point with like mob movies with that.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's like I think it's funnier because the one I saw someone respond to it. What was it? Oh, Forrest Gump, but the only person is Lieutenant Dan.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of funny.
But
I was thinking I actually thought Forrest Gump right before
did
you
you?
said that, but I wasn't. I was thinking Forrest, mate, but like no, but with Lieutenant Dan is the only one. But you gotta have like be an essential character through the entire movie. Is the only like non-Muppet.
Yeah, and it's like it makes it in a very dark way. It makes it funnier to keep it a dark drama,
Yeah.
like violent drama, and that makes it It's like that. What was that movie? That Happy Time Murders.
Yeah, dude, that movie's so funny.
It was pretty funny.
You finally watched it?
I finally caved and watched it, and I was like, I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I would.
It's so dirty.
It's a little too. That's a little not my. But there was some. I definitely it got me a couple times. Excuse me. Jeez,
did the Muppet sex get you?
I hated it
When you start just all over the room.
Yeah, just like,
I like Maya Rudolph's character just pulls out the pledge and gloves, just like smacking her, like chewing her gum. Just like, oh.
Here we go again.
Well, let's get off this topic.
Okay. If you guys can think of any others, let us know.
Yes, please. Oh man. Oh, actually, I had one on. Oh no, no. Let's get off this. But we're moving on. We're moving on. Oh, it's good to be back in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely a different energy when we're actually in the room together.
Yeah, no, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
We were able to keep it more at an hour, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we could keep track of things better. Resident Alien started airing.
Oh,
that sci-fi show with Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk.
I think you'd really like it.
Is it funny?
Yes, it's actually based off a Dark Horse comic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What are you watching it on?
I'm DVRing it from Sci-Fi.
Oh, okay.
If you stole my sling.
Oh yeah, I want to check that out.
Actually, if you stole my sling, then you can just the first 2 episodes are on the recordings.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's based off a Dark Horse comic. It was a limited run Dark Horse comic. I think it had like 5 or 6 short series of runs that I want to say. I just did a little bit of reading on it.
So what's the premise again?
So Alan Tudyk plays an alien that has crash landed on Earth, and without spoiling too much, he's trying to find like his crash landing where he crashed, essentially, to finish his mission why he was sent to Earth.
Okay.
And he plays Alan Tudyk, like the alien takes the form of Alan Tudyk's actual like person in the real world. So like
he pulls a Starman.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a throwback.
Yeah, that is. But more violent than like Starman. He because I'll spoil this. He murders the dude to take his personality, to take his body.
Okay.
Essentially. But he doesn't like take his. He like morphs into
him.
Yeah. And he learned the funny joke of how he teaches himself how to speak English. I almost said human. How does he speak human? I'm not an alien. He watches Law and Order. So there's a good amount of like Law and Order jokes in it where he like just like the first like mystery happens and he's like a classic Law and Order mystery. It's really funny. It's really good.
I imagine him being really great as an alien because of his role in Death at the Funeral.
I vaguely remember his role in that. I don't know if wait.
The original British one.
I've only seen the American remake.
Is he in the American remake?
I don't think so.
Because I know that Peter Dinklage is.
Yeah.
I think he's the only
Is Alan Tudyk British?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Huh.
But he plays the character that accidentally gets spiked a bunch of ecstasy.
Oh, he plays James Marsden's character.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, have you not seen the American remake?
I refuse to.
Oh, it's actually not bad.
I just love it. It's one of those I just love it.
Chris Rock is hilarious in it.
That's the thing. There's a lot of really great people in that.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
No, it's good.
Okay,
yeah,
I'll watch it. But it's just Alan Tudyk as at the funeral tripping out on ecstasy. He's
hilarious.
My favorite part of that movie. He's just like when they first get there, he picks up like a leaf and he's like, oh, look. And they're all just staring at him like, what the fuck? Does he usually act like this? And the fiance's like, no. So she's like trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah. So him acting in that way and then putting him in an alien role, I'm like, I feel like he'd be really good at it. Like,
yeah, he's really good with it.
Just bizarre,
And I feel like you like it because I feel like Sci-Fi has done a really good job of making some like really like good original, like really
Happy?
happy. Some like out of like very odd original content.
And I think that's why it's they're very odd, and that makes them even more original. Because Happy, if you were to try to explain that plot to somebody, alcoholic, drug,
ex-cop sees
daughter's imaginary friend and tries to stop evil killer Santa Claus. Doesn't sound like it would be good, and it's phenomenal. It's really good and really weird. But yeah, sci-fi, like, if they keep going like that, I'll definitely... Because there's a moment there that sci-fi shit was just... ugh.
Well, I mean, they really leaned into a brand, and they're kind of rebranding and leaning into a new brand, I feel. All of their original movies, I think they're kind of staying on, like, leaning into that, like, really, like, bad, like, B-movie, like, over-the-top, Sharknado.
That kind of stuff, yeah.
But their original shows are actually getting better.
Cool, yeah, then I'll definitely check it out. Because also, I just love him. I remember the first movie I ever saw him in was Knight's Tale. And...
Oh, that's right. He's
the anger guy, who beat you up guy.
Yeah.
I thought he was really funny.
I mean, obviously, I remember him. My biggest thing from him is Firefly.
I don't think I ever watched Firefly.
Really?
I've seen Serenity. I don't know. Never watched the show, though. Maybe that's why I didn't really care for the movie.
Yeah. Like, honestly, the movie...
ties in a lot.
No, I mean, the movie ends it.
Oh, it's like the season finale or the series finale, basically.
Yeah, because it was canceled after one season.
There's really only one season?
There's only one season.
Oh, then I could totally watch that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, really?
That's like jumping into, like, you're saying, oh, you should watch Battlestar Galactica. I'd be like, nope, I'm too far gone. That's never gonna be a thing.
It's like maybe when I have like another pandemic.
Yeah, if I shatter my knee and I can't go anywhere, then sure, but...
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's one season, and I think it's only 13 episodes.
Oh, cool.
And you'll watch it, and you'll be like, why the fuck did Fox cancel this?
And it's, what's his name? What's the...
Nathan Fillion.
Mm-hmm. The Hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's so good.
Oh, yeah. Who do we realize Nathan Fillion looks like?
Who you said you think he looks like? I can't remember.
Mando. What's his name again?
Mando? Oh, Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal and Nathan Fillion look a lot alike to me.
Oh, Revel pointed out how much you look like Carl Urban in The Boys.
Ha! I'll totally take that.
And what was really weird is he just took a screenshot from The Boys, and he was like, he didn't even tell me. He was like, do you know who fucking Tommy looks like? I'm like, I don't know. What? Who? And he's like, hold on a second. And he just pulled up this picture, and immediately I was like, oh, fuck. There we go. Boom. It's like, looking at,
yeah, actually.
Right?
Totally.
Right?
Yeah, like especially right now, too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Crazy.
And I love Carl Urban, so
yeah, I know.
I almost got to meet him, and I missed it.
Oh, really? When? At Emerald?
At a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Alan Tudyk might be in the next one that comes, because Emerald Comic-Con is really promoting Resident Alien. I saw on Facebook.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Resident Alien. Sci-Fi Channel, sponsor us.
You're just gonna say that after everything.
Fuck yeah. Maybe someone will listen.
Speaking of new things, I finally watched. Not finally. I got around to watching The Little Things on HBO.
I still need to watch it. I haven't really watched much. I haven't really consumed a lot of media in this last week. Actually, the last 7 days.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like I've been really tired, and well, let's see. There was a Super Bowl, the Royal Rumble. I watched the Five Bloods, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've just been like sleeping and then like playing Dragon Quest VIII, really. And even playing Dragon Quest VIII hasn't really been that much.
Well, we had like a taco night. So you're like, let's watch something new. And we put Little Things on. And it's interesting. I'm not going to spoil anything or give away too much.
I've heard the acting is really good.
The acting's phenomenal. Remy, what's this?
Remy Malek.
Remy Malek, Denzel Washington.
Jared Leto.
And also, it's like at the end of the day, Denzel Washington's in it. And he's phenomenal. It's Denzel fucking Washington. And I
have a really weird like for I don't know. Denzel Washington is one of those actors that he's so fucking captivating, but he's like almost the same guy each time.
Denzel Washington's always Denzel Washington.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, with just a different backstory kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like he's a phenomenal actor. Like he's really grounded. He's really committed to the work and what he's doing, and he's convincing with like you believe every emotion that he's going through. But it's, I mean, it's like Denzel Washington father, Denzel Washington as a cop, Denzel Washington as this, Denzel Washington as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's also something kind of like really...
I mean, Training Day, there's Training Days that like there's a Training Day, and from what I've seen from Malcolm X, like he has this ability to be transformative, but he's a lot more of just like a grounded actor, as like passing the filter through his own body.
Well, yeah, and there's something about because I think that's the thing I really like about Denzel as well, is that you always know what you're gonna get if he's in it, and it's almost like he's almost like weird way to put this, but he's almost like comfort food.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He's gonna be in it, and you know he's gonna be phenomenal, and he's got a great voice. He's really great at being a smart ass, you know, like, so it's whenever he's in it, even if it's not super off from something he's done in the past, I'm like, cool, awesome, because you're in it, I'll watch it. And then Rami Malek is fascinating human to watch.
Yeah.
He is such a strange looking, good looking, weird looking dude. He's got these big eyes and these really high cheekbones and these big teeth. Staring at him like, you look like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah,
even without any the mustache. Like,
I am so excited to see him in the new Bond movie.
Is he a villain?
He's the villain.
He's a Bond villain?
He's the Bond villain, dude.
What a perfect Bond villain.
I know, right?
I didn't know he was a new Bond. I'm excited about that.
Now I've been talking about this for so long, and you'd be like, new Bond. Now that you know that's Rami Malek.
And who's Bond again?
It's Daniel Craig's final one.
Oh, then Tom Hardy's taking the mantle, right?
I'm not sure. There's been so much weird talk about that.
Yeah.
There's been talk about what's his name? Like he was in the Dark Tower movie that came out. Black actor Idris Elba. There's been talk about him taking the Bond mantle. I'd be totally down for
Idris
that
Elba's
too.
Great.
But yeah, there's also been
I'd rather have Idris Elba than Tom Hardy, to be honest.
Same, 100%.
Tom Hardy just doesn't.
I've also there's also been a rumor of them like doing a female Bond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's I don't like.
The studio is just kicking around ideas at this point.
I mean, it just sounds more like the internet's kicking around ideas, and the studio is like,
like sure, whatever.
But it's Daniel Craig's final one. Oh God, who was the bad guy in the last one? Actor, what's his name?
The one with the
eye.
Michelle's boyfriend.
Christopher Waltz. Yeah. No. Yes.
No. Adrian Bodem.
No.
The one that has the plate.
No, Javier Bardem. No,
Yeah,
he was
Javier.
the bad guy in Skyfall.
What's the fourth one?
Spectre.
Never seen that one.
You haven't seen Spectre?
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
I still haven't seen Skyfall all the way through.
Oh man,
I fell out of it. I feel
That's
so.
I binge watched all 4 of them in like one night almost.
I don't know. After Quantum,
Honestly, you should sit down and watch them in chronological order because
I
like,
don't need to watch the first 2 again. I've seen.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like watch Casino Royale.
No, but I don't need to watch them again. I'll jump into Skyfall. If I watch Casino and then Quantum, it's gonna happen again. I guarantee it.
Well, I mean, Quantum is the shortest one, and honestly, I would like Quantum Solace. Rewatching that, actually, I was like, really, it's short, but it really leads into Skyfall really well.
I think also Quantum is my favorite because it can show how just brutal Daniel Craig's Bond can be and is.
Oh yeah.
Like what he does to the bad guy.
Oh, when he gives him the
can of oil.
Yeah.
And he's like I bet you can't make it 2 miles without considering drinking that. And then you find out at the end that they found him in the desert with half a can of oil. I was like,
yeah.
He's like, oh, you were trying to siphon the world's water. Here you go, bitch. Kicked him out of the car. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Skyfall is really good. Skyfall is super emotional. Spectre. I mean, it's interesting. Like, I guess it was interesting to watch all 4 of them in order like that because I actually got to watch Daniel Craig's Bond just fall apart.
Well, because he starts falling apart in Quantum.
A little bit.
That's when it kind of starts.
Yeah, but then Skyfall, at the beginning of Skyfall is when he, like, dies, quote unquote. Like, he has a near-death experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like off duty for a while, and they don't know if Bond can actually be Bond anymore. You know?
Oh, like he's just too unhinged at this point, kind of thing.
Mentally and physically, they're unsure.
Okay.
Like there's a little bit of like PTSD possibly. And then, dude, you need to see Spectre. I don't want to ruin like Spectre too much. Okay. Spectre, yeah, it's the lead Nazi in Inglourious Bastards, Christopher Plummer, right? No, not Christopher Plummer, Christopher Waltz.
And Django.
Yeah, Django. Yeah. He's the main bad guy in Spectre. And
God, he's a great bad guy.
Yeah.
Because he's like an ex. No, that's Javier Bardem.
Yeah,
he's like an ex-agent, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he's an ex-MI agent.
Yeah. And then okay. Well, also I do the one thing I got to say about these new the James Bond ones is that the bad guys' plots were always really grounded in a weird, not like I'm going to get a laser on the moon and blow up the, like the over the top thing. It was
well, I mean, that's where they started going that way more in the like post. I mean, Sean Connery's were kind of like that, I guess.
But that was just the era.
Yeah.
But it's like, Pierce Brosnan's was always.
I mean, they were just kind of leaning into that.
Yeah, pulling that back out. Yeah.
No, yeah, but the new, Daniel Craig's Bond has been very grounded, which has been really fun and awesome. But Spectre is kind of, he ties all of them in together, and it has a really spooky like Big Brother like plot with it, that's kind of terrifying when you think about it, and especially how it's being implemented in the movie. Yeah.
All right, I'll give him. Where are you watching one?
Oh, there was a time when almost all of them were free to watch on Prime, except for Spectre. Spectre I had to rent.
Okay. I'll try Skyfall again and see.
I think you'll like Skyfall because Javier Bardem is a great actor. That's what I love Bond villain, like people that they get to play Bond villains, because they're generally just like amazing actors.
Well, yeah, even going back to
it's like if you get nominated for an Oscar or you win an Oscar, you're gonna be cast as a Bond villain.
Yeah,
soon.
Well, like Malik being a Bond villain, that's great casting. And I mean, it's great casting, but it depends on what kind of villain they make him.
That's always been one of my dream roles, is to be a Bond villain.
It would be. You don't want to be Bond. You want to be a Bond villain.
I want to be a Bond villain. Yeah. Dude, no, dude, I'd love to play a Bond villain. Actually, that play that I did, Manuscript, I based my character a little bit off of I thought as a Bond villain in my mind, because I was very manipulative in the show, and that twist at the end when it's revealed that I've been plotting this entire 2 hours on twisting and like defacing this person that stole my notoriety in the play. And I just tear them apart and send them out, just destroying them. It's I'm finicky through the entire show, just like I'm high on Adderall and whatnot, because I'm playing a 19-year-old kid in the show. And then I come out and I'm wearing this suit and my hair's slicked back.
I saw that one.
And I don't think you saw this one. This was my 3-person play.
Because there was another one where then you were
Oh, Sinister Sisters, where that was the comedic one.
Yeah, that was the comedic one, right?
Yeah, right. Where I was, that's when I was pretty much a Bond, because I was Charlie, the inspector, and then I was Charles.
Oh yeah, that one.
No, I came out I'm wearing a nice suit and my hair is slicked back and I'm very calm and controlled, and this person that I'm destroying just staring at oh, I've been played. And I walk out with this little goblet with scotch in it. And I'm yeah, it was fun. Reminiscing, yay. Oh,
and I know that was a huge tangent, everybody, but Jared Leto was aight.
Oh.
That's what I was getting to.
God. Wow.
The little things. I feel like he keeps getting
I
shafted.
heard that Jared Leto is really good in the movie.
He's interesting.
Does he not have that a very big role, actually?
He does, but he doesn't have a lot of screen time.
So he's like Anthony Hopkins, Silence of the Lambs type thing.
Yeah, where it's he is the I mean, and you'll see him, but the actual interactions are there's 3 or 4.
Oh, interesting.
Actual interactions with him. And I'm very curious for you to watch this movie because I went in it from the commercials and everything thinking it was something very specific, and it is not that.
It feels like a serial killer noir type.
Yeah, right?
Oh, and it's not that at all?
It is, but it isn't.
Interesting.
And it's like, I want to say more, but I don't want to spoil it if anyone hasn't seen it yet.
I was about to put it on last night, but I was also getting tired, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like stay awake through it.
It's slow.
I would have fallen asleep.
Yeah,
then.
you probably would have fallen asleep.
Oh, then I remember that I had my wrestling DVR, so of course I chose
You're like,
wrestling.
I'm going to do that instead. But yeah, it's just like I was really excited. It was like, it was kind of the same feeling I had about finally seeing Jared Leto as the Joker.
Oh, speaking of that, have you seen the new set photos of him as the Joker in Zack Snyder's cut?
They're putting him in the Zack Snyder's cut of what?
Of Justice League.
Why?
He's he's in jail or something.
Okay.
But the
new photos, so they redesigned him?
He doesn't have his tattoos anymore.
Does he still have the fake teeth?
I don't think so, but and also like you can tell like his mouth is like the red is more like smeared all over his face, lipstick type thing, as opposed to just like whatever that Jared Leto had.
Or this thing?
Yeah, the horrible hand thing. God, I hated the Suicide Squad one.
We just recently rewatched that, and I think you could have made that Joker work. You could have, but his weird little sporadic bits didn't bring the character.
Did Zack Snyder do that one too? Who did that first Suicide Squad?
I never can remember the directors of those because it's so like wishy, like someone starts it or they're going to, and then...
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to actually remember most of the Avengers directors too, other than like Joss Whedon and like the Russo brothers. Like, I mean, I feel like Joss Whedon and the Russo brothers are really the only like pop out directors.
It says directors are James Gunn and David Ayer.
Of the first one?
Yeah.
I thought James Gunn is doing the next one. Wait.
That's what I think. Didn't one of them take over for the other? I can't remember.
Maybe. Wait, because James Gunn, he did Guardians Volume 1 and Volume 2. I think James Gunn took over.
Well, because then on the IMDb itself, it just says David.
Okay, for the first one.
Yeah, but then it says then
What has David Ayers done?
Let's see real quick. Sorry, everybody. And press that real quick. And he has done a lot of writing. Let's see.
I'm trying to think. There's like...
let's see. Oh, he did Bright. That actually makes sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
He did Street Kings?
I've never seen that.
What? Street Kings is cool. Suicide Squad, Street Kings, Harsh Times, Bright, and the Tax Collector, and then a couple other like music videos and stuff that I don't know what they are. Sabotage. I don't know what Sabotage is.
Beastie Boys? What?
No, it's a movie.
It's no, y'all. It's a sabotage.
A movie from 2014 starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sam Worthington. Which I'm like, that's...
Sounds like a bad movie.
Members of an elite DEA task force find themselves being taken down one by one after they rob a drug cartel safe house.
It's not a tumor.
And then he's like he's a writer for a lot of stuff too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think he wrote a lot of Suicide Squad. The first one.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Anyways,
well, that first movie's a hot mess.
Yeah, it's a hot mess. It's enjoyable though. It's an enjoyable mess.
Yeah, I mean, there's moments that are enjoyable.
I luckily, because I have my partner who is not a huge comic book nerd like we are, she can kind of bring me back down.
Bring you back down
on that. This is our shit kind of like fan thing that I do a lot. So I can watch it.
I mean, I'm not even saying like that it's a bad movie because of what they like in comparison to like maybe a comic book story or whatever, or because this character or that character. It's just a bad movie.
That's the thing. I think it's a summer blockbuster. It's just supposed to be entertaining. It is. I mean,
fuck that. Make a good movie.
Hey, don't worry. They're gonna fucking reboot it. And also, I rewatched.
I mean, they kind of already rebooted it in a way with Birds of Prey. I mean, no,
they're rebooting it.
But I thought the next one coming out, it's still Margot Robbie.
Yeah, but it's they're pulling an X-Men. They're gonna like Margot Robbie's coming. Like certain people are coming back, but it's not really gonna have a connection to
like Birds of Prey.
Yeah,
or
it's not really gonna have a connection.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I was reading an article about it.
That's interesting.
Like a new director, they're going like a new way with
Well, it's James Gunn.
Yeah, but like he's like it's gonna be a loose connection.
It's got a huge fucking cast.
Yeah, I was looking. That looks cool. I did rewatch X-Men Apocalypse last night. I like that one.
I don't like how they rush all the characters in it.
I know they do with every single one though.
No, I mean,
I got pissed when I saw the Blob.
The Blob?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the Blob being in it.
He's fighting Angel in the cage, and it's right at the end, and he had just beaten the Blob, and they cart him off. And it's clearly supposed to be the Blob because it's also wearing the black with the yellow stripe.
Yeah,
it's clearly.
Huh. I don't remember that.
And they just that's what I hate about the X-Men movies is they take these like pretty big characters and just kind of throw them in as these little.
The Blob's
Easter
a B character,
but he was one of the main ones in X-Men Evolution, the show.
Oh, really? I never watched this.
When they're like college kids.
Oh, really? He was?
One? Yeah, he was. Like
they took in the comics, he's more of a B character.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. This weird little Easter egg thing they do with X-Men characters kind of.
Yeah, no, it's like all of a sudden, like they're in one of the movies and just never seen again.
Yeah, or
unless
like
it's Magneto or like the A superheroes or
like Colossus being an X3-2.
Are you talking about when it's just like that cameo of him like?
No, and Stryker attacks the school and is kidnapping him. Yeah. I'm like, it's Colossus. Like, I want Colossus to be in it, and then fucking Deadpool did it.
Dude, Deadpool did Colossus on fucking point.
Oh, yeah. They did, and Juggernaut.
Yeah.
That was like the best. Dude. That was cool.
Ryan Reynolds.
That fight scene between Colossus and Juggernaut in a very well choreographed and comedic way.
They actually.
That was cool.
I read an article that they made that according to like through the lore, like Colossus generally isn't supposed to be that strong. Like he has a level of super strength, but he's not stronger than Juggernaut by any means. Because Juggernaut can go like neck and neck with Hulk apparently sometimes.
I don't remember. I remember Thing and Juggernaut fighting. I don't remember Hulk.
Oh, I mean Thing and Hulk can go neck to neck.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. So if like Thing can, then Juggernaut can. Because I remember Thing and Juggernaut fighting.
Yeah, and Colossus, like, yeah, I know that's just something I was reading. Is like Colossus in the comic book lore is actually generally not that strong, but you know.
But he's a big indestructible metal man. That's a lot of his strength.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, that gives him an extra level of like support, but that doesn't necessarily give him super strength. Does that, you know what I mean? He can just create a sheet of metal around him with his mutant power.
Yeah. Huh. But yeah, or even like in First Class, them bringing in Darwin for 30 seconds and then having him killed.
Or I mean, actually, just that when they just had Havoc in it.
Oh yeah, and then they fucking killed him in Apocalypse. I'm like, what are you doing with these characters?
Yeah.
You go to the point of writing them in, and then they're not even in the movie. Oh, God. Anyways, never mind. I'll get all worked up.
Where's Fallon? Fallon needs to bring us back down bring us down to level ground.
But yeah, so that's Little Things. Watch it. It's interesting.
How it's like, should we like create a map on one of these episodes and then like post that on the blog?
No, this led to that, led to this, that led to that, that led back to this. That would be pretty fun to do, actually.
Oh my God. Or hey, listeners, you want to make a map for us? Have fun. Show our insanity to us.
And that's okay. Anyways,
do you want to go and do you have anything else before we go into our final topic of the day?
No, not really.
You said that like you'd have something?
No, not really. Because it's like, if we could bring them up, it's not going to lead anywhere. Because we have.
I mean, we're already kind of like in Marvel talk right now, so we might as well just.
Oh, and actually, and that does tie into X-Men Apocalypse. So yeah, sure.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It
Okay.
really does.
So here,
spoiler alert.
Final topic, spoiler alert. If you haven't been watching WandaVision, we are 5 episodes in. Yes, 5 episodes in. So we're going to be talking about WandaVision. So stop now listening to us if you want, or like and subscribe. I don't know. I'm trying to do like a false ending. All right.
if you're not caught up, bye.
There we go.
Talk to you later.
Cool. So last time we were talking when we brought it up, you said you had watched like a little bit, and you're like really weren't into it.
I watched the first and a half episode.
That's right. Yeah.
So I got like halfway through the second episode and went, not for me, and turned it off.
Yeah, and I was like, "You're a fucking idiot. You need to watch it. You need
Not
to
an idiot."
I almost said that, and I just did say it now, so you know where my heart was really at. So.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it.
But now
that we're in the reality of what's going on, I'm more interested in it. Also, because they brought back a couple characters I really love. So
other than Quicksilver at the end,
yeah,
who?
The young lady from Thor.
Oh, Kat Dennings' character.
Yeah, Kat Dennings. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Mm-hmm. I will always
Knocked Up. No, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
There you go. Yep,
Yeah.
She's the daughter in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I always confuse those ones. Like when I first say it, I always like swap them and they go, wait, no, scratch that, reverse it. And Wu, is that his name?
James Wu.
The FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him. I saw someone.
Dude. Yeah. I
saw someone do a post that was like the X-Files.
Yes.
But
yes.
starring him like comedic.
Yeah. It's like him investigating paranormal and supernatural things like that, like the X-Files, only comedic
and MCU related.
And yeah, dude, that would be hilarious.
That would be great.
I would love that because. Like him, and I love that they got him as like a main character in this because he was one of my favorite characters in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Well, and that's what was cool too. He's such a in the vast MC universe. His only real connection was Ant-Man and being like kind of like in charge of his arrest and his case, and then like kind of trickling him through the rest of it. I think is a really good idea.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like a Paulson, Agent Paulson.
Yeah, but he's FBI, isn't he?
Wu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's just like, well, Agent Paulson was like a comedic, kind of reoccurring character. Coulson. Yeah, he was like a comedic reoccurring character.
And then he's a badass in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
And then they kill him, and like it wasn't until they killed him that I went, I actually liked him. I'm actually really upset that.
Well, I mean, his death was like. No, I cried at his death.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean,
I didn't realize I was invested.
I mean, yeah, it's so. They used his death really well in Avengers as the catalyst to bring them together. You know, but then secretly you find when you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you find out that he didn't die, and because he's like the main, he's like the leader of the group essentially.
How did he not die?
It goes through a whole storyline how he has alien blood.
Okay,
and he doesn't remember getting shot and essentially dying, so it's like a secret that they're
hiding from him.
That they're hiding from him, and he's trying to figure it out through part of it. So then he's like thinking S.H.I.E.L.D. is like hiding stuff from him. I think you might like the show. I mean, the show it really hit and miss. They do introduce Ghost Rider at one point in the movie or in the show, and yeah, I think I checked out after season 2 or halfway through season 2 or something.
Okay. Back to WandaVision.
Yep. We're falling down a lot of holes today.
It's the first. It's the first time in like 3 weeks that we've actually.
Yeah, it's true.
I think just what it was that didn't captivate me is I didn't really care about the whole canned laughter sitcom thing. Also, because I can't stand it. Like unless it's something that I like Friends. I'm like whatever, I can ignore it because I'm so used to it there.
Yeah.
But even what's that show with Matt LeBlanc? The sitcom, his newer.
Oh, Man with a Plan?
Yeah, Man with a Plan. I tried to watch that just because I like Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, but
I can't sit through that kind of shit anymore.
I feel like, I mean, sitcoms nowadays, like unless you have something that really pops out that can like that has like an original idea. Like Friends was like pretty original for its time. How I Met Your Mother, how it played with time was very original. Big Bang Theory lasted for 12 seasons because it pandered to a specific group of people that hated it in a weird way. Ugh. I mean, I like the Big Bang Theory. I actually just I just rewatched all of it because it's on HBO Max. But like it's definitely like it's unique because it started to highlight a specific group of people that have always been like, the nerds aren't really like Yeah, it pandered to a big group.
Yeah, and then it's just with the whole like I Love Lucy bewitched thing.
Yeah,
didn't really care for it, and then it kept going. But then when it started actually getting into,
as it started progressing and it's changing,
yeah, and then you start to realize that Wanda is kind of the problem,
which I'm still wondering if she really is.
That's when it got interesting.
Yeah,
because she was made from the Reality Stone, right?
Wanda?
Yeah.
What was Loki's staff? Because
I can't remember what the colors are anymore.
Ultron was the blue.
No, Ultron's Vision's the yellow.
Yeah,
Mind Stone.
Vision's the Mind Stone.
Green is time.
Yes.
Purple is
power.
Red is, I thought, reality.
Red is reality, but the Reality Stone is.
But then why her power is red? I thought that was because she can alter reality.
Well, yes, but her powers are red because that's what the Scarlet Witch had. That's just what her thing was.
Oh, okay.
And also, Scarlet Witch was, but like she didn't get her powers from in the comic book. Scarlet Witch didn't get her powers from Ultron. She's a mutant.
Well, she didn't get her powers from Ultron. She got her powers from Hydra. Hydro's experimenting on them, and that's when Ultron goes to that.
I need to watch Age of Ultron again.
Yeah, Hydra is. That's why those commercials.
Yeah.
Are all Hydra related.
Oh, that's right.
They're all Hydra products.
That's right, because they. But then how did Ultron end up Did he end up freeing them?
He went to that
Sokovia.
Sokovia is where that facility was.
Oh man, I really need to watch Age of Ultron again.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
Yeah, that was the last Joss Whedon one.
Yeah, the only thing I remember really about that one is that Captain America tried to choke him out.
Tried to choke out Ultron?
Which is funny because he's a robot.
I don't really remember that.
Yeah, he tries to put him in a Nelson and choke him.
I remember the beginning of the Thor's hammer joke in Ultron.
Oh yeah, because Steve twitches it, right?
He actually he kind of drags it for like barely a millimeter, and that's when the
Chris Hemsworth had that great.
He's like,
oh, okay. okay.
Yeah.
But it's I mean, and then also because I think what really got me with this one is that I was really curious what the hell was going on with Vision.
Mm-hmm.
But then once they started introducing the fact that she's not creating, she's altering.
Yeah.
Anything that comes into this the hex.
She's literally projecting a reality of Vision
that has no memory of the Infinity War.
I feel like Vision is her subconscious trying to bring her back to reality. Because there's that moment when she turns around and she sees Vision's dead face. Mm-hmm. The stone is gone, and the no eyes, the pale eyes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So obviously, that was either her remembering that Vision's has been. No, killed.
That's what he looks like without the illusion, because she stole his body.
Exactly. So then, if she stole his body, she's literally her mind is manipulating Vision into moving this way. So it's still not even actually this is a theory for me. Mm-hmm. It's still not even actually Vision. She's playing house.
Yeah.
Because she's lost her fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just doing this as a safety, fucking whatever,
The coping mechanism.
Coping mechanism. Thank you. And so, but I think that she's still you can tell that she still doesn't have complete control over a lot of it. There's little bits that still she can't control. Not just the people from S.W.O.R.D. trying to come in, mm-hmm. but just pieces of her the fragments of her reality are breaking. And I think Vision, the extension of Vision, because she wants Vision to be so accurate that I think she's also very subconsciously having Vision be that thing that's going to make her realize that this isn't real. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to end with her coming to terms with Vision's death.
What if she loses it and kills Vision?
I mean, Vision's already dead.
Well, yeah, but what if she
kills you're saying she kills that part of her subconscious?
She she loses her temper, does something to Vision, and basically breaks this illusion on him, and then suddenly it's his ripped apart.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like it's going to be a huge culminating moment.
Yeah.
When her reality is gone, and then Vision's body just crumbles in front of her, and she's just been like manipulating this dead body like a puppet.
So where is everybody now?
What do you mean?
All the rest of them.
Oh, like where is this in the timeline?
Yeah, so like Steve is back in time putting the stones back, right?
No, Steve
has put the stones back, and now he's
already gone.
He's living in the 40s.
Think so I feel like he's living his life with Peggy.
Tony's dead.
Mm-hmm. Spider-Man's probably off
in New York doing his thing.
No, this is probably during like kind of like the around the Mysterio Far Away From Home time.
Oh, okay.
It's probably kind of happening together. Captain Marvel is
in space,
off planet. I'm trying to think of like what they said where they said everybody wasn't far away from home, because technically Far Away From Home was like the official, like they've said that it's the official ending, like end game, and then Far Away From Home is actually it's the end of phase. That was phase 3, wasn't it?
I can't remember. Yeah, sure.
No, yeah, because they're saying WandaVision is technically the true beginning for phase 4. So this WandaVision is going to be probably setting up to the multiverse if Evan Peters is now playing Quicksilver.
Yeah,
which is cool.
That was cool and weird.
Like it's also like, oh my god, okay, so if they bring Evan Peters in, and that means they're gonna start like bringing in the multiverse, which means they can start so the X-Men universe can come into this universe.
Yeah, but then it's like, does that mean Scarlet Witch is Magneto's kid as well? Because that wasn't the case in Age of Ultron.
No, exactly.
But it is Magneto's kid in X-Men.
So then there's an alternate timeline with mutants where the Avengers don't exist, and then we have the Avengers and mutants don't exist, and then if
I mean, I think the cool...
If people could see my hands right now.
I think one of the coolest things about bringing him back, though, is they can do more of those slow motion speedster scenes.
If they do that.
Please, one more. Those are so cool. I was just sitting there and we were watching it last night. I was like, I bet the people that did Flash for DC saw this and were like, fuck! That's a good idea.
I mean, they kind of did that with Flash a little bit.
Yeah, but Flash was with the lightning, and I don't know. I didn't like it as much. I thought Quicksilver's was just sweet dreams are made of it. I was like, this is rad. He saves the goldfish.
Yeah,
and he's like playing around with it. You know, I don't know. I just thought that that version of the Speedster is probably the coolest one that we've seen.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Aaron Tyler Johnson, whatever his name is, that played Quicksilver Pietro in Age of Ultron. Mm-hmm. He wasn't very compelling as Quicksilver, really.
Well, I didn't really feel like he didn't have enough time.
Yeah, he didn't have enough time to like grow.
But also
they also fucking, like I was saying, like I said 2 weeks ago, they haven't really had like Scarlet Witch that much through all of it. And Elizabeth Olsen is just amazing in this show in WandaVision. She's such a standout like performance.
Well, even the guy that plays this Quicksilver, he's great.
Oh yeah,
like American Horror Story,
dude.
The amount of different characters he's played there. And
when I finally watched all of American Horror Story, and I saw that he's like been one of the main he's like one of the main characters through all of them, I was like, holy shit, that's why this guy is so popular. And I was like, wow, and yeah, he has got some range.
Yeah, he's done some really, like, from the first season being the tumultuous teenager. Going to like hotel, being the serial killer psycho. You're just like
with the broadcasting voice.
Yeah. He's always obviously does really dark, so it's kind of cool to see him in a kind of like funny guy role.
Him in Colt is terrifying.
Oh god, I forgot about him in Colt. Oh yeah,
where he starts his own, like he's a cult leader.
Yeah, with a political motive. Oh yeah. Man, that season came out at a weird time.
Came out at a very poignant time.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I was like, when the door opened and you just saw his gray hair, for a second I thought it was Steve.
Oh, I knew.
I was like, is it Captain America?
I recognized his I recognized the silver hair, gray silver hair, but then I like kind of like the silhouette of his head. I was like, That's Evan Peters. Are they really doing this right now? This kid, are they? No, they what? Really? And
Evan
then he
Peters.
stepped in. That's the actor's name.
Oh, okay.
I was like, and he stepped in. I was like, oh my fucking God. They did. They like my.
Yeah, that was a trip.
My brain broke a little bit. I was like, because it's just like so like oh my God. Yeah, I can't even formulate a thought just right now. Like the option, because they're going to be playing with the multiverse, we know, going into this next phase, and it's just.
Well, then, like, the confusing thing, though, about that, though, is that is he real or is he a projection? And if he is a projection, why is she projecting
right. Yeah.
this version that she's never met from the X-Men universe? And then, unless she's, like, somehow bringing people from the multiverse into her...
There is a theory that this is Mephisto, who is the actual bad guy going to be through this. And he's kind of manipulating Wanda through all of this.
He's who?
Mephisto.
Who's Mephisto?
Mephisto is like a demon, like one of Scarlet Witch. He's a bad guy through the MC, the Marvel comics. Like, yeah, he's like a demon with magical powers.
I don't know how to spell it.
Mephisto. Like Mephistopheles. Mephisto. And I just realized you probably don't know who Mephistopheles is.
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Old. Okay. There's like newer versions of him.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look familiar, but then there's like older ones. Like there's one of him in like old school Thanos, and I kind of recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's projecting himself as the brother.
Possibly, yes.
Oh, there's a bunch of pictures of them together. So yeah, there's been a couple of people that had this idea.
Yeah, that's
so
what
he's like
I've read it online. I got it somewhere. I'm not this smart.
So he's like a Wanda villain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also like, so
he looks cool.
This whole storyline with WandaVision is pretty much an original idea from all the Marvel creators, Marvel writers. Like they took the only thing is that they really took an inspiration of when Wanda did lose her mind, when one of her, because she does have twins in the comics, and then one of them dies or gets killed or something, and that's when she loses her shit.
That's what I was talking about when this first came up, about my friend saying that in the comic books it's about like the kids, and then this not specifically about kind of Vision and everything that happened with her brother and Vision.
Yeah.
It was mainly her children that were the catalyst to this happening.
Yes. Yeah. So like, but this is also like, because I was talking with my coworker about it, Chris, and I was asking him like, because I don't know much about Wanda at all, Scarlet Witch, or is Quicksilver. Like that's just I'm not. Yeah, that's just part of the Marvel world. I don't know. And he was kind of explaining to me about the Wanda losing her. He's like losing her mind because it's for kids and whatnot. And he's like, yeah, this actually seems like all original content.
Okay, but they're definitely like filtering, like picking some kind of idea and then.
I think they just took an inspiration of when Wanda lost her mind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I meant.
So yeah, I mean, I'm really interested to see where it's going to be going. I mean, it was interesting to see them like have the first 3 episodes. Yeah, first 3, right? No, first 2. She has her kids at the end of the 2nd episode, right? Or is it the end of the 3rd episode? Regardless, when they finally...
When does it go... So it must be the 2nd one, because that's when it was all in no longer black and white.
Yeah.
It was...
No, I think the 2nd episode was still in black and white. No, it wasn't.
It started to go into color.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, regardless, so when they finally had the first episode outside of Wanda's reality, I think was that
was what captivated me.
Yeah.
That was the 3rd episode.
Okay.
Because the 2nd episode, she kicks out who
is the daughter
of
Captain Marvel's
best friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, then when she gets kicked out, and then the next episode is showing what Sword was setting up around the time of the first 2 episodes. And then,
Which there was a lot of really cool, like, I loved seeing, like, because all of those things in those first 2 episodes, we were like, what the fuck is happening to, like, who's trying to reach Wanda type thing? Like, when, like, it was Wu coming through on the radio, the drone coming in, and it was then all of a sudden the helicopter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was like. Yeah, it wasn't a drone anymore. It was a 1950s like toy.
Yeah. When they like crawled underneath and the guy came out and he was like in a beekeeper's outfit.
Yeah, I was like, when that happened, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And that
then
was like some David Lynch shit, dude.
And then even when they showed him coming through, I'm like, why did he turn into a beekeeper?
Because he's wearing a radioactive suit, and that was the way to make him seem more fitting in the world.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, yeah.
Terrifying. Bee man coming out of the sewers.
That's literally like I was sitting there. I'm like, was this directed by David Lynch? What the fuck is happening?
I'm definitely more interested, and I like that now Vision is starting to become more aware of what's going on, and then they introduced that they're all like basically being mentally tortured because they're forced to act out these weird fantasy roles that they have.
Because it's like they have like they're definitely like while she's there, they're all just performing her world without her around, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just all like stoic unless like Vision or her are around.
Well, then even her like alluding to the fact that Vision is sent off to work because they're not on the same page. Mm-hmm. Almost like what to me was like keeping him distracted.
Yeah.
From focusing too much on this illusion
around
him. So it's like to give him plot points inside the
distraction.
show. That he won't really try and peer behind the veil too much.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. And then I love how she ends the fight. We're not talking about this. And then the credits roll.
Oh, yeah.
Like trying to end it. And he's like, no, we're not done talking about this. And the credits still, I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh.
No, it's actually, I love that it's playing with all of these sitcom tropes. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, and it's also interesting to think that Wanda's like idea of like a perfect reality is that classic, you know, like 50s, 60s, 70s, like sitcom style, you know?
Yeah.
It's like everything's like got a joke to it, but it always ends with a happy note at the end.
Yeah.
You know? No, we'll see where it goes from here. I mean, it's still got to keep progressing. It's going to keep it, from what I've seen from trailers, still like going to progress a little bit into like, it's going to progress to like 80s sitcom, 90s sitcom, maybe more 90s TV show. Mm-hmm. Like, I think they're going to go through like all of them.
Yeah.
I wonder how many more episodes there are. Is there only 8 episodes? Do you know?
I don't know.
I think there might be only 8.
And they're not very long, too. They're going to have a lot of ground to cover. I wonder how many seasons. Like, how many seasons could you actually have this go on for?
I don't think it's going to be multiple seasons.
You think just one?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being more than that.
Yeah, because
I mean, have it lead into another show, sure.
But yeah, I think that's kind of what they're planning on doing is, like, the shows are going to kind of, like... It's kind of their way of creating a larger, like, lore without them having to worry about doing, like, the blockbuster movie thing.
Yeah, I don't want to say cheaper, but it's a more...
It's probably not cheap at all.
It's probably a less time... Like,
I don't know, because you
can do multiple at one time.
Yeah, but you got to also think about, like, if they're 30 minutes long and it's 8 episodes, that's 4 hours of content.
Well, yeah, but I mean that, like, but then while they're doing this, they might have another thing in the works that can interject in between this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
you
see.
can have it branch out better than just 1, 2, or 3 hour long movie.
But I mean, they've been kind of doing that already when you have like Thor happening, Iron Man happening, when they were all like, not just like the Avengers movie happening, you know, but like Black Panther would come out, and then like a couple months later, Doctor Strange or Spider-Man came out, and then a couple months later, Guardians came out or something, you know, like, you know, it's like they're always kind of working. It's not until like Civil War or Avengers when like that kind of all, you know, stops and it's just that one, you know, but
that's true.
I mean, because this, I mean, if you got like, if those movies are like 2.5, 3 hours long, it's one cohesive thought, obviously. But this is also, now this is like 8 episodes, half hours long. That's 4 hours of content. Mm-hmm. That's more content, like more filming.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think of that.
It just feels different because it's episodic.
Yeah, it does, yeah, definitely. But yeah, we'll see what's going on with Quicksilver.
Yeah, I mean,
if they don't do a slow motion run thing with him again, I'm going to be very upset.
Do you want to talk about it again on our next Banter episode? Because I don't think all of it's going to be done, or do you want to wait till it's all done to bring it up again?
Let's just wait till it's all done.
Okay.
And just do like a finale.
The finale.
Yeah, like a finale talk.
Yeah.
That way we can mix it up for the following.
Let's see what we talk about in the next one. But we should probably be wrapping it up.
Alrighty. Do you want to tell them what we're doing next week?
What are we doing next week?
Next week we're gonna be watching Us.
That's right. Okay.
And reviewing it. We've both only seen it once, correct?
Yes.
In theaters?
No, I didn't see it in theaters.
Oh, you didn't?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah. So
no.
we're gonna be doing Us because we've only seen it once, and I definitely got confused by the end. So it's gonna be fun to like kind of rewatch it.
I mean, I think I ended up kind of getting it, but
watch it again and see if you think you're still right.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's just like people have asked me like,
it's a metaphor.
Yeah, but
what's a metaphor?
We just gotta watch it again.
Oh, dude, what is the name of that movie? We'll talk after. So yeah, we need to wrap up. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be doing Us next week. So yeah, make sure subscribe, share with people.
Any comments or questions or complaints, go ahead and send them to our email on our website.
I would really love it if somebody actually did map out how they connect the dots of our.
Nobody, we don't want to do that. Why do you think they do? Indigo.
I was gonna say,
get on it.
My nephew might be down for it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much. And again, join us next week for Us.
Yep, I'm happy to be back in the studio. And yeah. So, I mean, I'm Jacob.
I'm Tommy.
And this is
Tommy and Jacob's mixtape. Hey, look, that was better.
Whoa.
You want to try that again?
No.
Okay. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye.